So new on Prime is a film called The Underdogs, right? It is directed by Charles Stone III, written by Isaac Schamis and Danny Segal, right? Um, the film is produced by Keenan Barris, Michelle Duchamp, Jonathan Glickman, Constant Schultz Marini, and Snoop Dogg. It is executive produced by Jeremiah Samuels and line produced by Brian M. O'Neill. Um, Joseph Shirley handles the music. Cinematography is Mitchell Amads, Amundsen. Woo. Paul Millsbar edits the piece. Casting is Alexis Frank Kozava and Christine Smith Shavenko. Mark Garner handles production design. Art direction is Kimberly Blayrock. Set decoration is John France. Costume design is Provi Flop Rampal. Okay, so our cast. We have got Snoop Dogg as Jaycen, right? Yeah, old Snoop Double G is Jason Jackson. Jason Jackson? Yeah, I feel it was Jason Jackson. I do believe. We have got Tika Sumpter as Cherise. Oh, a young Jaycen is played by Elias Ferguson. Cherise's son Trey is played by Jonigan Booth. We got Dwayne, played by Caleb Dixon. Tony, played by Adam James Carrillo. Gary, played by Alexander Michael Gordon. Ghost, played by Kayla Davila. Bale is played by Shamori Washington. We've also got Kareem, played by Mike Epps. Coach Fees, played by George Lopez. Issa, played by Shiel Purcell. Chip Collins, right, played by Andrew Schultz. Ryan Kaufman, Jason's what were you called? Agent, that's it. It's played by Carl Penn. Right. Oh, Tony's mum and dad. His dad is played by Luis R. Hernandez. His mum is played by Nancy DeMeo. Judge Tara is played by the one and only Candy Burris. The referees, we got Tom Scott II and Edward Johnson III. Right. That's our main that's our main cast. Right now, yeah, this is kind of like, also Jay Glazer is in it as himself, Howie Long, Michael Stratton, right? Kurt Menefee, Terry Bradshaw, Deion Sanders, Tony Gonzalez, right? They will play themselves in the piece, right? Now, this was based on a story from Snoop and Constance Schultz Marini, right? Which, yeah, it's based on some info that I had no clue. Now we get hit at the very end, right? But Snoop's been running a football team program for underprivileged kids since 2005, I think it is. I like that shit. I like the shit that you don't know about, right? That's not just put in your face. You know what I mean? When people are just doing good things, just to do good things, not just a PR stunt, right? Now, Charles Stone III directed Paid in Full, which I loved back in the day, right? Paid in Full was great. He also did Drumline. But he also directed a whole heap of some music videos, which I loved, right? Quad City DJs, Let's Do It, right? The Roots, You Got Me, right? Man, he did, what else did he do? The Ultimate from Artifacts. Oh, man, I love that track, right? Some Large Professor, Eric Benet, Nana Cherry, you know what I mean? Tribe, Public Enemy. He's done his thing. Now, I wasn't, to be honest with you, I was not sure about this film. Wasn't sure about this film. Um, you know, right. Oh, yes. Let me give you the synopsis because I haven't done that. Jaycen 2J Jennings, not Jackson. Jennings is a washed up ex professional football star who has hit rock bottom. When Jaycen is sentenced to community service coaching the Underdoggs, an unruly Pee Wee football team in his hometown of Long Beach, California, he sees it as an opportunity to rebuild his public image and turn his life around. As Jaycen works to transform the foul-mouthed Underdoggs into top-notch champions, he reconnects with his past, including an old flame and a few of his ex-teammates, and rediscovers his love of the game. Now, it does sound kind of corny, right? Sounds kind of corny, and I wasn't sure if Snoop could carry a full film. Wasn't sure, right? See, now back in the day, early Snoop films, not the best. Not the best. Let's be real, right? But, like many people, Snoop has, man, I don't know what it is. Like, he's just found his footing. You know what I mean? He's just found his edge. And yeah, this film, he kills it. Snoop really kills it in it, right? Now, like he was okay in Training Day. Like it wasn't anything, you know what I mean, too crazy or anything like that, but it was okay in Training Day. You know what I mean? He was, boy, I mean, old school, he was fine. It was amusing, right? It's a few things like that where it's just like, I mean, we see promises, right? We see promises of something, but it's not the full, okay, Snoop's going to be a huge star, you know? But yeah, I think, as I said, in this film, we really see Snoop find his acting chops, man. Find his acting chops. And he really, like in Day Shift, he was really good. I think that was where you go, okay, Snoop's got something, right? Big John Elliott, remember? He was great in that. And so, yeah, there was things, there's hesitation, but I just thought to myself, I'm gonna check it out. And I'm so glad I did. Because I think the charm of this, although the concept, what I mean, it's a little corny. We've seen it a million times, but here's the thing, as I say so many times, so I mean, like we get so many different concepts and just a repetition of those things. But and it's the importance of diversity in the game is different voices give different shines to those concepts. You know what I mean? And this film, like, it starts off with, Snoop doing a voiceover, just talking about teamwork and all, and then it's just like, but fuck that, because I'm self-made. Right. And it's those kind of things that help set this apart because it's not, you know what I mean? It's not going that route of, okay, kids, this is how you're meant to act. Right. It's kind of braggadocious. It's cocky. It's brash. But that's what you would expect from that character. Right. Two J's ain't gonna be, you know what I mean? All polite and yes, this is how we should do it. Oh, I apologize. No, that's not two J's. So they created a persona and then they made everything work on that persona, right? They didn't create a persona and then you're just like, wait, I thought this was meant to be an asshole. So why is the film like this? No, 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 no. Right? And we got these kids growing up in a tough neighborhood. They're underprivileged, so they're acting how you would expect them to act. Now obviously not everyone acts like that, but right, for the sake of the film, you know what I mean, it works, right? And I just think having him just cuss and you know what I mean, just be a dick, right? But then you get the charm of it, right? Dropping that knowledge, right? And you can really see the transformation in the character. So it's great, right? There's those moments that, you know what I mean? It's amusing, it's funny, right? But then we have those nice little moments as well, you know what I mean? Like the ghost thing, right? Titties. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like just the players, right? The players getting their little pseudonyms and shit. Those personalities shining through. So that worked. That worked real well. Andrew Schultz. Man, Andrew Schultz is a funny motherfucker, right? He's a great stand-up. Great stand-up. You know what I mean? But his acting roles, his acting roles have not been the best. I will say he was pretty decent in House Party. It's just a shame the film sucked, right? But in this one, yo, in this one, Schultz finally shines like a motherfucker, right? Schultz was great. I mean, it did look like he had a dead caterpillar on his lip, but other than that, this role was made for Andrew Schultz and he killed it. Killed it, right? It was real nice to see Candice Burris in there. Man, I loved Escape back in the day, right? I mean, it's not the first role. She's been killing it for years, but boy, that was nice, right? I mean, Tiki, she killed it too. Yeah, we had some good acting. The kids did some good work here. Kids did some real good work. And I especially will say, Kayla Davila, right? She does a real good job. Real good job. So we get these really good performances. The film is legitimately funny, right? It's funny. This works, man. This is a good film. This surprised the fuck out of me. And I'm really glad it did. Really glad it did. You know? It does feel like it wasn't really pushed or anything that I see over here. Right? Maybe there was more done in the States. In the UK, nah, not really. Right? But man, film is good. Film is that there is some inspiration here. And I think it's inspiration done in the right way. It's not rammed down your throat, but there's messages up in this, man, of the way you should act, right? When you're moaning that nothing's coming your way, take a look and see what you're putting out there, right? That's a big thing. You know what I mean? Is the problem you, right? Are you pushing people away that are trying to help you? Right? Do you want to be the star all the time when if you're supporting the team, then you'll really shine? Right? All of these things are here. And the ending, man, love the way they ended it. Right? Because there was always the fear it would go a certain way. Always the fear it would go a certain way. But man, they didn't. They didn't do it. They didn't do it. That was great. But then they ended it on something else. And it worked. It worked. Man, this was very enjoyable. Very enjoyable. Yeah, there was some bits in it that were a little corny and shit like that. But for the most part, the Underdogs is extremely satisfying. And yeah, there's those bits that definitely pull at your emotions. Definitely the end definitely had me like, yo, okay, okay. You know what I mean? So hey, I would definitely recommend this. I mean, if you think, right, there's and I've said it so many times. Remember the Titans is one of my favorite fucking films. One of my favorite fucking films, man. Right? And the Gridiron Gang was good as well. Now, they're very inspirational. They're real good films. But the Underdogs, you know what I mean? It is cut from that cloth. But as I said, it's not trying to ram things down your throat, right? It's putting a new twist on the concept. And that twist works, people. It really does. So you can find the Underdogs on Prime Video. Definitely check it out if you like. Remember the Titans and the Gridiron Gang, right? I guess if you like stuff like the Mighty Ducks 2, you know what I mean? Cool Runnings, like just a good sports film, right? It's not Any Given Sunday. Yeah, I don't think they could get away with it being Any Given Sunday, you know what I mean? But it is definitely worth the watch. So go check it. It's on Prime. Get some Underdogs in your life, baby. Double J.